It is too cold to be going fast though. I don't want that extra wind chill. My hands are frozen. Well, good morning everyone. Wow, this is a cold start. It's only 0.2 degrees at the moment. Woo. It'll warm up. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to today's video. So yeah, we're in Stratford at the moment, Stratford upon Avon. Today, not really sure what today is going to be. I thought we'd head back into Warwickshire. So that was Shakespeare's birthplace, 16th century. It's where he's thought to have been born. So yeah, I'm just going to go around Warwickshire again today. I haven't really got too much time, but I've headed out fairly early, that's why it's so cold. But I thought when thinking about my route, where haven't I been on one of my rides? Warwick Castle came to mind. I've never cycled there, so that's what we're doing today. New roads for me now. We just came through Hampton Lucy, I'm sure you saw. That church still surprises me. It's so out of place. I know I always say that. It's still cold, only 2 degrees now. It's taking its time to warm up. The problem for me is I leave at around sunrise, and it is cold then, it's going to be cold. Summer is definitely over. Autumn's on its way. And it's definitely cold enough for gloves and arm warmers and extra layers at that time in the morning. But it does warm up, and it will be warm enough for the short sleeve and shorts that I'm wearing. No gloves. But if I wore them out, I'll be stuck with them then for the majority of my ride. So I decided to just put up with a little bit of discomfort for the first hour or so. I think we just had our first distant view of Warwick Castle. I'm not sure you'd be able to see it. It was probably too small for you guys, but it was there, I promise. Welcome to Warwick. Will we see the castle in a moment? There it is. Morning. Just going back. There it is. Warwick Castle. So we're just crossing the Avon at the moment. These are the residential rooms that were lived in until fairly recently. Down at the bottom at the water, the river, is the mill, the old mill. And of course you can see some old turrets as well. I think this is as close as you can get without paying to go into the grounds. It's a good castle, it's worth a visit. It's a full day, plenty to do. The falconry display is excellent. Anyway, let's crack on with this ride. So we're at Warwick, and now it's a route back round. I think we'll go to Henley and Arden, and let's see. Right. So back at this old cobbled street now. Out of the town, back over the motorway, quietish roads again, and it's now 6 degrees, which is fine. Morning, morning. There have been loads of cyclists out. Hello. Well, what have I been up to since I spoke to you last, which was my Tadley video? I mentioned in that one some of the upgrades I wanted to do on the new bike, and I've started. I've done a few. I've moved my hologram cranks across for my Synapse, but bought a new spider ring first to go with it. I went with the 5236 as I said I might. I'm quite happy. The stock one, the FSA rings that came on this bike originally was 5236, and I was happy with that gearing. I didn't feel over or under geared at any point. Yeah, I've stuck with it with the spider ring. I also bought a new cassette and chain to go with it, so I've gone with the Ultegra cassette. So they're on too. Happy with how they're performing so far. Of course, the most noticeable change I've made are the tyres, and boy am I pleased. It was a bit of a head or heart decision. Head was saying go with the GP 5000s. They've got to be the best clincher tyres out there. Great puncture protection, fantastic low rolling resistance, but heart was telling me to go with these Vittoria Corsas. This is the G1 model. I think there is a G2, but the G1 apparently is the better one. They are similar to the old GP 4000s in terms of puncture protection, and very similar for rolling resistance, but they are a little heavier. However, they have that tan sidewall, which on this bike I think looks fantastic. They do ride well, they're very comfortable. Touch wood, no punctures yet, and I've probably put a couple of 100 miles on them. But yeah, the look of them, they look great. In my opinion anyway. I know they're not for everyone, but I'm very pleased. I think it's finished off the look of the bike nicely. Let me know what you think. Thank you to those of you who dropped a comment in previous videos with recommendations on what I should do, what I should get. It's very useful. It's good to know what people think. I do appreciate it. Let's go left here. As we're so close, we saw Shakespeare's birthplace first thing. Now we can head to Shakespeare's mum's house. Farmhouse. There it is. It's Mary Arden's farm. I believe that one is Palmer's farm. The Shakespeare Trust bought the building they thought was Mary Arden's farm and restored it, turned it into a proper Tudor farm, and then it was discovered that building was the neighbour's, so now it's named Palmer's Farm, and Mary Arden's farmhouse is next door, which you can also visit. I've also been continuing my battle with the clicks and creaks. Well, one mainly. I did have a rattle in the right hand SDI lever, but that wasn't too much of a problem to fix. It was the nameplate. It's a common issue, so when I did a quick Google, that solution came up fairly quickly, so I tightened that up and the rattle stopped. But the major problem I've been having is the seat post. When pedalling or just adjusting my position, getting out of the saddle, it did a little click. It was so frustrating. It wasn't loud, but it was just annoying. I even took it into a local Cannondale dealer and asked what they thought. To be honest, I was hoping for a silver bullet answer. They'd say, oh yeah, this is a common problem. This is what you need to do to fix it 99% of the time. But no luck. It was a bit of a moment with them. They hadn't actually seen any of these bikes before. They hadn't got these ones in stock yet. But the mechanism is similar to the System 6, the aero bike, and all they could suggest was stripping it down, applying plenty of grease, putting it back together. Well, I'm a fairly capable home mechanic, so I can do that myself, which I did. I took the clamp mechanism out, disassembled what I could, cleaned it, applied plenty of grease. You have to put grease on one side and fibre grip on the other, the bit which touches the seat post. Put it back together, and I thought I'd fixed it. It was fine for 100 miles, but it's just started clicking again this ride. But it was after going over those cobbles, which were pretty bumpy, so maybe something shook out of place or it's become loose, I don't know. So there may be an excuse. Wow, that's 100k done. I wasn't expecting to do that much today. I didn't think I'd have the opportunity. It's been a very pleasant ride once it warmed up. I may not be able to go out for a ride next weekend. It's the doctor's wedding. It's come around fast, hasn't it? It wasn't long ago I was doing that suit fitting video. But yeah, that's in a week's time. So don't think I'm going to have opportunity. Ow. Don't think I'm going to have the opportunity to go out. There's not much light now in the evenings. Zwift. I've been off Zwift for quite a while actually, because it's just been too hot in my cabin when I do my Zwifting. And now things have cooled down again. I have to make sure my setup's working. Got my synapse on the trainer still at the moment, so it's a bit of a waste for such a nice bike until I get my old synapse set up. That's the only one that fits on. I have missed it. I like Zwift, and I feel my fitness has dropped since I haven't been doing it. Hello. But I think I'll sign off here for today's video and today's ride. Been a good one. Thank you very much for joining me. Something different. We've never been over to Warwick before. I must explore more of those Warwickshire lanes. They're all very nice, but I just don't know my way around them. I have to plot a few more courses over in that direction. But anyway, thanks again. Do get involved in the comments below if you want to ask any questions, have any input on things I've said. And I guess until next time, have a great day everyone. See you soon. Bye.